Hello, good morning, friends. This is Imran Khan, Physics and Maths faculty in RGR Academy, Chennai, which is the best institute for JEE, NEET, JEE and NEET in the Chennai. Okay. Today we will discuss the IISER paper 2022, which is conducted by IISER for the research institutes. Okay. This is easier than the JEE main and advanced exam, and the students who are interested to go for research, they can apply for this exam. They will get good institutes which are available in the India. Okay, so we'll discuss maths first, then later on we'll discuss physics. Okay, so they are asking only 30 questions, only 15 questions in 15 in physics, 15 question in physics, 15 question in maths, then 15 in chemistry, and 15 question in biology. So they are asking only these many questions. So we'll start with maths. Question number 1. I will write the question and I will give the option also. These questions are very easy. The questions which they are asking in this exam is very easy and easier than the JEE main exam and JEE advanced exam. So you can see question number 1. This is the paper of 2022, maths paper we are discussing. I write the question also. Question number 1. The question number is from a probability. A randomly chosen card from a deck of 52 cards is given to be a black card, is given to be a black card. That is a spade or club. Then what is the probability? What they are asking? What is the probability that it is either a face card, that is face card means king, queen or jack. King, queen or jack are the face cards. Okay. Or a spade. Options they have given. Options are given also. 8 by 13. 8 by 13. Option B is given. 9 by 13. Option C is given. 19 by 26. 19 by 26. Option D is given. 7 by 13. These are the options given. Question, read the question once again. A randomly chosen card from a deck of 52 cards, so sample space will be 52, is given to be a black card. So they have given black cards, so out of 52 cards, black card will be 26 only. So we can consider sample space as 26. We'll see here, see the solution here. So total cards are 52, but they have given only black cards. So we'll consider the sample space as 26. It contains 26 elements. Now, out of 26 cards, 13 are spread. 13 cards are spread and 13 are club. And they have given face cards. Probability of face card or spade. In the spade, the 3 face card already included. In the spade, the 3 face card are already included. So in the club, we will have 3 face cards. Or means we have to add. That is union. So we can find the possible outcomes. The possible outcomes will be 13 plus 3. They are asking what is the probability of face card or spade. Face card is 6, but the 3 cards already included in 13 spade cards. So spade or plus 3. So that is 16. Now probability, we can find probability of A by B. That is probability of face card or spade out of 26 cards. So 16 upon 26, that is 13. Okay, if you cancel the 2 8s are 2 13s. So 8 by 13. 8 by 13 is the correct answer. So we'll check which option is correct. Option A is correct. 8 by 13 is the correct answer. Simple. We'll see now second question. Question number 2. Let omega be a complex root. Omega be a complex root omega be a complex root of the quadratic polynomial of the quadratic polynomial x square plus x plus 1. X square plus x plus 1. Then what is the value of, if omega is the complex root of this quadratic equation, then the value of, they are asking the value of omega plus 1 by omega into omega square plus 1 by omega square and so on up to omega power 100 plus 1 by omega power 100. With this value they are asking. So options also given: minus 2 power 33. Option B is given minus 2 power 31. Option C is given 2 power 33. Option D is given 2 power 31. Complex root of this equation we will find. Just see the question. I'll explain the solution in the next page. The equation is given x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. So the complex cube roots of this equation is 1, okay? Because this is the part of cubic equation. We know that x cube minus 1 equal to 0. So for x a cube minus b cube is a minus b into a square plus ab, a square plus a into b plus 1. Okay. This is a square plus ab plus b. Okay. This, since from this we are getting x equal to 1, then the other roots will be 2 from this equation. The other roots will be 2. For them we can consider omega and omega square. The other two roots are omega and omega square. Now first three term in the product we will see. First three term in the product we will see. First three terms we will see. First three terms you will see, that is omega plus 1 by omega, omega plus 1 by omega. And we know that from this omega roots, or from the complex roots of equation, by definition we know that 1 plus omega square is equal to 0, and omega plus omega plus omega square equal to, you take 1 here, so it is minus 1, and omega cube is equal to 1. These three things we have to keep in mind. Plus here we can write down omega cube square and multiply by the omega square numerator and denominator. So it is omega cube upon, or we can write down 1, we can write down from here 1, we can write down omega cube, we can write down. So it is omega 1, we can write down from the definition omega cube. So omega plus omega cube by omega, that is omega plus omega square. And what is omega plus omega square? It is minus 1. It is minus 1. Then second term of the equation is omega square plus 1 by omega square. Write the second term, omega square plus 1 by omega square. This one I can write omega cube, omega square plus omega cube upon omega square. So again I am getting omega square plus omega. And what is this? Again this is equal to minus 1. Then see the third term. From the equation, see the third term will be omega cube. Okay, omega cube plus 1 by omega cube. The third term will be omega cube plus 1 by omega cube. This will be not visible. Not visible. Restart. அது எப்படி இப்போ க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி மாறிடு எல்லோ ஒரு மாறிடு அது ஓகே இல்ல அது ஓகே இந்த ஒயிட் போர்டுல எழுதும்போது பிளாக்கா தான் வருது ஒயிட்டா எப்படி மாத்துறது பேனாவோட கலர் பேனாவோட கலர் மாத்த சொல்லுங்க சார் பேனாவோட கலர் ஒயிட் கலர் பேனாவை மாத்த சொல்லுங்க அவருக்கு இந்த இதுல செட்டிங்ஸ்ல மாத்தணுமா அவருக்கு தெரியுங்க சார் சேஞ்ச் தி பென் கலர் அப்படி சொல்லுங்க சார் அவருக்கு சரி ஓகே சொல்லுங்க பென் கலர் ஓகே 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 சரி ஓகே அப்ப லைவ்லயே போய் நான் அப்படியே உள்ளர போய் அப்டேட் பண்ணவா அந்த லைவ் ப்ரோகிராம் கூட வர்க் பண்ணலாம் கொஞ்சம் இது பண்ணுங்க சரி ஓகே கொஞ்சம் இந்த சைட்ல கொஞ்சம் சரி சரி ட்ரை பண்ணலாம் Okay. Okay. Start. Let's start. End this session.
ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಓಡக்கூடாது ಸರ್ ಅದು மட்டும் ಆನ್ பண்ணுங்க
ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಓಡ್ಲಿಯೇ
ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕೇಕು ಹಲೋ
ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಓಡ್ಲಿಯೇ
ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಓಡಲ್ಲ
ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಓಡ್ಲ
ಸರಿ ಸರಿ
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ சவுண்ட் கேக்கு சார் அதனால
சரி ஓகே இப்போ ஓகேவா இப்போ சரி பாருங்க இப்போ Sorry for the disturbance. We'll see. I think the color is not visible, so we'll take this different color. Now, the first term is omega plus omega 1 by omega. This we can write down. We have omega 1 we can write down omega cube. So we are getting omega plus omega square, which is equal to -1. Similarly, second omega square plus 1 by omega square, again we can write down 1 omega cube. So omega plus omega square we are getting, that is -1. Third term of the equation, we'll see. Third term will be omega cube plus 1 by omega. So omega cube is 1. So 1 plus 1 by 1, that is we are getting 2. So these are the first three terms. First three terms are -1 into -1 into 2. So we are getting 2. Similarly, the next three terms, if you multiply, you will get 2. The next three terms are omega power 4 plus 1 by omega power 4. If you solve this, again you will get -1. Similarly, -1 and 2. So like that you are getting 2, and total number of terms. Total number of terms are, since it is omega power 100 plus 1 by omega 100. So the total number of terms will be 99. Okay, 33 terms will be there, and so like that we are getting total terms, we are getting 33 terms, we are getting 33 terms, we are getting 33 terms. So 33 into 3, that is 99. Okay, and the value of the total product will be, one term is left, last term is left, that is 1 by omega 100 power 100 and omega power 100. So value of the total product is, since there are 33 terms and each three term product is 2, so it is 2 power 33. But one term left, that is omega power 100 plus 1 by omega power 100. So we can write down this. If we divide this omega power 100 by omega power 3, you will get 1. The omega cube is 1. So we can write down omega cube power 33, that is 1, but 1 omega is left, so we will get 2 power 33 into omega plus 1 by omega, and Again, this term we know that this is equal to minus 1. So what we are getting? Minus 1 into 2 power 33 or minus 2 power 33 we can say. So we'll check which option is correct. These are the options here. Again, option A is correct. Minus 2 power 33 is the correct option. We'll go for next question. Question number 3. Let fx is equal to a n x bar n plus a n minus 1 x bar n minus 1 x bar n minus 1 plus and so on a bar 1 into x plus a bar 0. Be a polynomial. Polynomial is here. Be a polynomial. Be a polynomial. Then suppose that f of 0 equal to 0, f of 0 is equal to 0 and df upon dx at x equal to 0, at x equal to 0 is here, that is 1, and double differentiation d square f by dx square at x equal to 0 is 4, and one condition is given d cube f upon dx cube is equal to d power 5 f dx power 5. This is the condition here. Now options given. Then what is f of 5? f5 they are asking. Options given: 55, option B 25, option C is here 35, option D is 105. This is again very simple question. The polynomial is given, but they have not mentioned the degree, which degree polynomial is this. But one condition is given. The cube f upon dx cube is equal to d5 f upon dx power 5. So from that condition, we understood that the maximum power of x will be 2. That is, degree will be 2. Since this is possible only in case if the third order differentiation will be equal to fifth order differentiation if the highest power of x is 2. So from this, what we understand, degree of the polynomial will be 2. From the last condition we understood that. Okay. Then if the degree is 2, then what will be the polynomial? The polynomial will be fx will be equal to ax square plus, so n equal to 2 you substitute in this given polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c. This is the given polynomial. Conditions are given: f of 0 equal to 0. So we'll put x equal to 0 in this. What we will get? We are getting c equal to 0. So from this we are getting c equal to 0. Substitute c equal to 0 in this equation. So f of x we are getting ax square plus bx. This is the function ax square plus bx. Now they have given the first differentiation at x equal to 0, 1. So we will differentiate this function. We are having fx. Now fx we are having, after putting c equal to 0, ax square plus bx. df by dx is nothing but differentiation. F dash x we can write down. F dash x will be 2ax plus b, and at x equal to 0 they have given at x equal to 0 this is equal to 1. You can see in the question the differentiation of f with respect to x at x equal to 0 is given 1. So we will substitute here x equal to 0 and that is b equal to 1. So we are getting b equal to 1 from this given condition. Then one more condition is given double differentiation. Double differentiation at x equal to 0 is given 4. So differentiate this one more time, you will get double differentiation. F that double dash you will get, that will be equal to 2a plus 5. Fx will be equal to ax square. Ax square is 2x square. 2x square. Then plus b value we are getting 1. Bx, so that is x plus c. C is 0. Now what they are asking? They are asking f5. They are asking. So f5 will be simple 2 into 5 square plus 5. 2 into 5 square plus 5. 5 5 is 25. 25 2 is 50. 50 plus 5 55. Correct answer is 55. Very simple question. Okay. You can see the correct answer is again A, which is 55. I'll explain again. The condition is given, polynomial is given, and they have given conditions. F0 is given 0, df by dx is given at x equal to 0, 1. Double differentiation is given 4 at equal to 0, and one condition is given. Third degree differentiation is equal to fifth degree differentiation. And they have not mentioned what is the degree of the polynomial. So from the last condition we can understand. From the last condition we can understand this is possible only if the highest power of the x is 2. That is degree will be 2. Now n we can put 2 here. So we are getting fx equal to ax square plus bx plus c. And f of 0 is given 0. So put fx x equal to 0 we will get c equal to 0. Then we are having x square fx equal to ax square plus bx plus a plus 0. Okay. Then first differentiation is given 1 x equal to 0. So we will differentiate this f. What we are getting after differentiation? We are getting 2ax plus b. And this is equal to given 1 at x equal to 0. If you put x equal to 0, so we are getting b equal to 1. One more condition, double differentiation is given equal to 4 at x equal to 0. So whatever value you are putting x equal to, you are getting same answer. So double differentiate again this function, we are getting 2a equal to 4. So a will be equal to 2. Now we are getting all the values a, b, c, substitute in the given function. Function will be 2x square plus x. Now they are asking f5. f5 will be 2 into x, 5 power 2 plus 5, 55. So this is very simple question they have asked. Then we will see the fourth question. Let S be the set of all unit vectors. S be the set of all unit vectors. All unit vectors in the xy plane. In the xy plane, then the set S has the set S has options are here, infinitely many elements. Infinitely many elements. Option B is here, 2 elements. Option C is here, 4 elements. Option D is here, 8 elements. S is the given set of all unit vectors in the xy plane. So we see that in the xy plane, if it is xy plane, then the unit vectors will not depend on the theta. So we can have n number of unit vectors in the xy plane. We can have n number of infinite number of unit vectors because it does not depend on the theta angle. So we can have infinite number of. So option A will be correct. Infinitely many elements can have. S can have infinitely many elements because the unit vectors are represented by u cap theta is equal to cos theta I cap plus sin theta g cap. Okay. And since the magnitude of unit vector is 1, so it does not depend on theta. Okay. So we can have infinitely many elements in the xy plane which are unit vectors. Okay. Then we'll see the next question. Question number 5. A lab reports that the global average temperature in the year 2020 was 14.9 degrees Celsius and predicts that the global average temperature will increase at the rate of 1% per year. 1% per year. Okay. Then what will be the global average temperature? What will be the global average temperature in the year 2035 in year 2035. This is again very simple question. Options are given: 17.298 degrees Celsius. Option B 15.049 degrees Celsius. Option C is given 17.135 degrees Celsius. Option D is given 17.471 degrees Celsius. Okay. Just read the question once again. I will explain. A lab reports that the global average temperature in the year 2020 was 14.9 degrees Celsius and predicts that the global average temperature will increase at the rate of 1%. At the rate of 1% per year. Then what will be the global average temperature in the year 2035? Okay. Options are given. So this is based on compound interest. Okay, compound interest formula we know. Since the rate is increasing every year 1%. So every year we have to take the previous temperature we have to take. So directly we can find. Okay. we can find the temperature in 2035 will be temperature in the year 2020 into, since it is increasing by 1%, 1 by 100, 1% means 1 by 100, that is 0.01, you can write down. 1 plus 0.01, that is 1 by 100. And since from 35 to 20, there are 15 years, so we can write down power will be 50. Okay, power will be 50. Then substitute. The temperature is given in 2020. The temperature is given 14.9 into 1.01 into whole power 1.01 into power 15. You will have that digital calculator on the while solving. From there also you can solve. So you are getting, after solving this, you will get 17.298. 43744, like this you are getting. So if you have that digital calculator available, you will get this answer. Suppose if you want to do approximation, then you can use that binomial theorem, its approximation formula. So approximate correct answer is 17.298 degrees Celsius. Then we will see which option is correct. 17.298. Option A is correct. So this is very simple question based on the compound interest formula. You can write down. Okay. We'll see the next question. Question number 6. Let X be the set of all 2 by 2 matrices. 2 by 2 matrices with real entries. And R is subset of X by X. Be the relation. One relation is given, that is R is equal to set of all AB, set of all A comma B, such that AB is equal to BA, AB is equal to BE. This is the relation given. Now, which of the following statement is true? Which of the following statement is true? Option A, R is reflexive and symmetric. R is reflexive and symmetric. But not transitive. Option B is given. R is reflexive and transitive. R is reflexive and transitive. Reflexive and transitive, but not symmetric. See option C. Option C is given. R is symmetric and transitive, but not reflexive, but not reflexive. Option D, R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalence relation. So this is again very simple question from the relation and function of 12th class. Okay. We know that in general, the matrix multiplication is not commutative. Okay. Matrix multiplication is not commutative. So you can read the question once. X is given the set of all 2 by 2 matrices with the real entries, and R is the subset of X by X, which is R is the relation set of all AB where AB equal to BA. Which of the following statement is true? They are asking. R is reflexive and symmetric but not transitive. R is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. Then option C, R is symmetric and transitive but not reflexive, and R is equivalence relation. So we know that in general AB is not equal to B because matrix multiplication is not commutative. Okay. But they have given in the relation AB equal to B. So first, for A cross A will be A square. Okay. A is any matrix. This is true for all A which belongs to X. Okay. So this is reflexive. Okay. For any matrix A which is in X, this will be true. A into A will be equal to always A square for all A belongs to X. And this is also given that they have given in the question the relation that AB is equal to BA. AB is equal to BA. If this is true, then BA will be equal to AB. This will also be true. If AB equal to BA, then BA will also be equal to AB. So if this is happening, then we can say that if the combination of A comma B belongs to R, okay, a pair of AB belongs to R, then BA also belongs to R. BA also belongs to R. BA also belongs to R. So from this, you can write down pair AB. If pair AB belongs to R, then BA will also belongs to R. Then this is symmetry. So from this, the relation is symmetry. The relation is symmetry. Okay. So which option will be correct? You can see the correct option will be option A. Okay. R is reflexive and symmetric but not transitive. Why it is not transitive, that also I will explain. Let us consider any identity matrix. Identity matrix is 1 0 0 1. This is 2 by 2 identity matrix, and for every A belongs to X, we know that A into I is equal to I into A, and that is equal to A. This is true for all A which belongs to A, X. Now let us consider any two matrices P and Q. Let us take P equal to anything you can take 2 by 2 matrix 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 you take, and let us take another matrix Q which is 5 6 7 8. We'll check only first element. Okay, if first element is not equal, then they are not transitive. Okay, so for every Pi belongs to R, we can check. We know that IQ or PQ we can find PQ will be equal to, if you multiply P and Q, then how you should multiply? First, take first row of the first matrix and first column of the second matrix. One corresponding element. So 1 into 5 5. Only first element I am finding. 5 into 1 5 plus 7 to the 14, so it is equal to 19. Okay, this is the first element of PQ. Then we can find QP also. We can find QP. If you find QP, then first row you have to take of Q, then first column of P you have to take. So 5 into 1, 5 plus 6 into 3. 6 into 3 is 80, that is equal to 23. So we can see that the first element itself is not equal. So PQ is not equal to PQ is not equal to QP. PQ is not equal to QP. So P comma Q is belongs to R. So for Pi belongs to R and Qi belongs to R, P comma Q does not belong to R. So this is not transitive. So correct answer will be R is reflexive, yes, symmetric, yes, but not transitive. Option A will be the correct answer. Okay, we'll see the seventh question now. Next. Question number 7. For a natural number n, for a natural number n, let Cn be the curve. Cn be the curve in the xy plane. In the xy plane. In the xy plane, given by y is equal to x bar n. Y is equal to x bar n, where x is from 0 up to 1, 0 up to 1. Then let An denotes the area of the region. An denotes the area of the region. Bounded between Cn and Cn plus 1 Okay. Then the largest value of An they are asking. Then largest value of An is option A 1 by 6, option B 1 by 2, option C 1 by 3, option D 1 by 12. Okay. Let's read the question once again. They have given the graph also. This is the graph of x equal to y. This will be the graph of x, y equal to x square, and this is for y equal to x cube. You can see this is the graph of straight line. Okay. Y equal to x. This is y equal to x square. This is y equal to x square. This will be y equal to x cube. Y equal to x cube. Y equal to x cube. Then let us consider Cn is equal to y equal to x bar n. Y is equal to x bar n, and x is given, limit of the x is given from 0 to 1. Now the An will be equal to, An is nothing but the area under the curve, that is area from 0 to 1 area from 0 to 1, x power n minus x power n plus 1, okay, into dx. This will be the area an. Limits are given 0 to 1. So if you put if you find the integration formula, you know what is the integration of x power n. X power n integration is x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. And limits also you can put. If you put the limits, you will get 1 upon, after putting the limits, you will get 1 upon n plus 1. Okay. X equal to 0. First you put upper limit, then you put lower limit, so you will get this thing. Similarly for the second one, after putting the limits, first find the integration. Integration will be x power n plus 1 plus 1 divided by, that is n plus 2 divided by n plus 2. So after putting the limits, you will get 1 upon n plus 2 you will get. Then maximum value of, okay, minimum value you have to get. Minimum value for the graph you will get this is straight line. Since they are asking maximum area, so the maximum area will be when y is equal to x power 1, that is y equal to x. So n value is 1. When n is equal to 1, then you will get the maximum area. Okay, because other areas under this graph will be small. This is y equal to x power 2, y equal to x power 3. So all the other areas are small. So maximum area you will get when y is equal to x, that is y equal to x power 1 or n equal to 1. So you can write down here an will be maximum. An will be maximum when n is equal to 1. So if you substitute n equal to 1 in this equation, what you will get? 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Solve this. 2 3s are 6. 3 minus 2, 1. So that is 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 is the correct answer. Options are given. You can check. Option A is correct. Okay. 1 by 6 is the correct answer. Okay. Then we can go for next question. Okay. Next question is, let f be a continuous function. Let f be a continuous function on 0 comma 1 f be a continuous function on 0 comma 1 and f be antiderivative. F be its antiderivative. Antiderivative means integral. F be its antiderivative. F be its antiderivative. If f of 0 is 1, if f of 0 is given, f of 0 is 1 and integration 0 to 1 small fx dx is equal to 1, then f of 1 is options given 2, option B is given 0, option C is given 1, option D is given 1 by 2. This is the very simplest question which they have asked in this exam. Okay. Continuity. Let the function is continuous on 0 comma 1 and capital F be its antiderivative. If f of 0 is given equal to 1 and the integration of fx dx from 0 to 1 is given 1, then what is capital F of 1? So we know that integration of fx, integration of small fx, we know that integration of small fx dx nothing but capital Fx plus c. Okay, because this is the antiderivative. Antiderivative means integral. Integral is given capital F. So integral is f of x plus c. This is small fx, this is capital F. Then the limits, if you put the limits, suppose the limits are 0 to x. If the limits are 0 to x, fx dx, then we used to put upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit is x, then this will be f of cap x minus f of lower limit f of lower limit is 0. Lower limit is 0. And they have given f of 0, they have given f of 0, capital F of 0 is given 1. So we can write down f of x, f of 0 is given 1. So this is equal to fx minus 1. Now again we will write the integral of this. Let us consider ft up to this. Integral of 0, the limits are given 0 to 1, f of t dt. The limits are given, so we can find integral antiderivative is given capital F. So f of 1 minus 1. This we can write down. And f of 1, this whole thing is given. So from here, this whole thing is we calculated. This thing is also given in the question. They have given the integral of fx dx from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1, they have given 1. They have given 1. This thing we can write down. We can use here. This we can use 1. They have been given in the question. So f of 1 minus 1. So from here, f of 1 will be equal to 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 1 plus 1, 2. So correct option is 2. Okay. Simple question. Correct option is 2. I'll explain again. Very simple question. F is given continuous on 0 to 1 and capital F beats antiderivative. Antiderivative means integral. If f of 0 is given 1 and integration of fx dx equal to 1, from 0 to 1 is given, we have to find antiderivative of 1. F 1 we have to find. We know that integration of fx dx is equal to capital F x plus c, and if the limits are given, no need to write the constant of integration. So let the limits are 0 and x. Upper limit is x, so f of x minus f of 0 you can write down. F of 0 they have given. F of 0 they have given 1. We can substitute here. F of 0 we can substitute here 1, and this is also given. Okay. The limits from 0 to 1, fx dx they have given. So if you substitute here 1, and this is f1 minus 1. So 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. What will you get? This thing is given. This thing from 0 to 1 limit is given 1, and f of 1 we have to find. So f of 1 will be equal to minus 1 plus 1, that is 2. So correct option is 2. Then we'll see the next question. Question number 9. Let A be non-zero here. A be a non-zero real number, and f from R to R, okay, real value function, be a continuous function, be a continuous function such that f dash x is equal to 0, is greater than 0. F dash x is greater than 0. is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. For all x belongs to R. Consider gx is equal to f of 2a square x minus ax square. Then G has options are given. Option A, local maxima. Local maximum at x equal to 0. At x equal to a if a is greater than 0. If a is greater than 0. And option B is given local maxima. Local maxima at x equal to a. At x equal to a if a is less than 0. If a is less than 0, then option C is your local minima. Local minima at x equal to a. At x equal to a if a is greater than 0. If a is greater than 0. And option D is your a point of inflection. A point of inflection. A point of inflection at x equal to a. Let a be a non-zero real number and f R to R be a continuous function such that f dash x equal to 0 is given for all x belongs to R. Consider gx is equal to f of 2a square x minus ax square. Then g has local maxima at x equal to a if a is greater than 0 and local maxima at x equal to a if a is less than 0 and local minima at x equal to a if a is greater than 0 and D a point of inflection at x equal to a. So very simple question. We can find the differentiation of gx first, then we know how to find the local maxima and minima. For maxima and minima, the differentiation for maxima and minima, the first order differentiation is 0. First order differentiation is 0, and second order differentiation if it is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, it is minima. If it is less than 0, then it is maxima. Okay. So we'll check first. Gx is given. Gx is given. F of 2a square x minus ax square. Ax square. Okay. Then g dash x is will be differentiation of this f dash 2a square x minus ax square. We have to apply the chain rule. We have to use the chain rule of differentiation. If you differentiate this again, what will you get? 2a square minus 2ax you will get. So 2a square minus 2ax. Okay. This will always be positive. This is always greater than 0. This is always greater than 0. Okay, they have mentioned in the question f dash x is always f dash x is greater than 0. They have mentioned in the question itself. Okay, this thing f dash x is greater than 0. Okay, so for that this is 0 And if g dash x equal to 0, if we put first differentiation, first order differentiation equal to 0, if we put, okay, this is greater than 0 because they have given in the question, so this will be 0. Okay, for finding the maxima and minima we have to put first order differentiation equal to 0 and find the double differentiation, put that points getting from the first order differentiation equal to 0 in from this equation in the double differentiation. So if you put g dash x equal to 0, since this is given f dash x is given greater than 0, it means this is equal to 0. So 2a square minus 2ax is equal to 0. Okay, then from this we can solve 2a common, what is left, a minus x equal to 0. So from here what we are getting, x equal to a we are getting. Okay, we are getting x equal to a. So we will check for the double differentiation, we will put the value of x equal to a in the double differentiation. If it is coming negative, then it is local maxima. If double differentiation is coming positive, then it is local minimum. Now we'll check for the double differentiation. This is the first differentiation. For the second differentiation, we will use u into v method. Okay, uv formula we will use. F equal to u into v, then f dash will be uv dash plus v u dash. Okay, so gx is given, double differentiate this. G double dash will be equal to differentiation of first function. Okay, I will write again. G dash x we know. Okay? G dash x we already calculated. That is f dash 2a square x minus ax square, 2a square x minus ax square into, this is into 2a square minus 2ax. This is the g dash x. Now we'll find the double differentiation. Double differentiation will be g double dash x, u into v formula we will apply. So first differentiation of first will be f double dash 2a square x minus ax square. Again differentiate this, so we'll get this thing, so square of this will come. The differentiation of first into second function. So differentiation of first, if you are doing differentiation of first, you will get one more term, that is 2a square minus 2x. So square we can write down here, 2a square minus 2ax we can write down square. This is differentiation of first into the second function. Now we will differentiate the second function into first function into differentiation of second function. First function is f dash 2a square x minus ax square. Okay, this is the first function. Differentiation of second function. Differentiate this function, what we will get, minus 2a. You will get minus 2a. Okay, simple. This is the double differentiation of g, that is g double dash. Now ga we will find, since we are getting x equal to a. After putting first differentiation equal to 0, we are getting x equal to a. This value of x we can put in the double differentiation. G double dash a we will find. G double dash a will be equal to, since this is this will be 0. If you are putting x equal to a, if you are putting, then this is a cube, and this part will be 0. Okay. If you are putting x equal to a, this is 2a square and this is 2a square, so this will be 0. So whatever may be the value of this, but the first term of the equation will be 0. Then plus, and this thing is given positive number. They have given in the question that f dash x is equal to 0, is greater than 0. f dash x is greater than 0. They have mentioned already in the question. So this is positive number and this is negative number. So overall what are you getting? You are getting negative number. So if the double differentiation, if the double differentiation is negative, if the double differentiation is negative, so by the formula we know that G has local maximum. G has local maximum. Okay, it will have local maximum. So we write if A is greater than 0 by second order differentiation test we can write down by second derivative test, by second derivative test, by second derivative test we can write down G has local maximum. G has local maximum. Local maximum when G double dash x or whatever value is given is less than 0, or A we can write down G double dash at A is less than 0 if A is greater than 0. If A is greater than 0, if you are taking positive value of A, then only it will be negative. So if A is greater than 0, G double dash is negative. If G double dash is negative, it has local maximum. It has local maximum. It has local maximum. Simple. So very interesting question and easy also, but lengthy question. Okay. Local maxima at x equal to 0, wrong answer. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer will be this is local maxima only at x equal to if A is greater than 0. Okay. Again, option A is correct. The correct answer is local maxima. The function gx G will have local maxima. Local maxima at x equal to A if A is greater than 0. If A is greater than 0. Okay. Now we'll see the next question. We'll see the next question. Let A be a matrix. Let A be a matrix. Let A be a matrix. Cos theta 1 sin theta 0 1 0 0 1 0 minus sin theta minus sin theta 1 and cos theta 1 and cos theta. Okay. This is the given matrix A. What they are asking for any natural number k, for any natural number k, the determinant of the determinant of a power k is options given. Option A is 1, option B -1, option C -1 power k, option D 0. Okay, so this is very simple. Again, this is from the matrix or determinant chapter. The determinant of A will not affect the value of this determinant. The value of theta will not affect the determinant of A. If any value of theta you take, you will get the same answer. Okay, you can solve or you can take any value of theta. I will solve completely, no problem. What is the matrix given? Matrix was given cos theta. So we can find the determinant. Instead of square bracket, you can put just straight line for determinant. Determinant cos theta 1, sin theta 0 1 0 minus sin theta 1 cos theta. cos theta. Sorry, you can put a straight line. For finding the determinant, instead of square bracket you can put straight line. So you can expand this determinant using any row, any column. So there is only one element in the second column, so I will expand through this. Since this is the second element of second row, so this is a to 2. So r is 2 plus 2, there is one positive sign will take. So if you cancel this, what do you get? 1 into, cancel this column in this row, what do you get? Cos square theta minus of sin square theta. So minus plus, you get plus sin square theta. So what is sin square theta plus cos square theta? 1. So you are getting 1 value. Okay. If k equal to 1, if you are taking, then determinant of a power k, that is determinant of a which is equal to 1. You are getting option 1. So only one option is correct. For any natural number k, the determinant of a power k is, since it does not depend on the any value of theta, so directly you can put, if you are putting k equal to 1, and since the options are also given like this only, 1 minus 1 power k minus 1 0. So they are given any natural number k. So if you are putting k equal to 1, we are getting one answer. So again the answer is option A, which is 1. So it is independent of theta. The determinant of a power k is independent of theta. Then we can see the next question. Question number 11. Very simple question again. It is from vectors. Okay, the value of x they are asking. Question number 11. Question number 11. The values of x for which there is at least one non-zero vector. Perpendicular to the vectors A, B and C. Perpendicular to the vectors A, B and C. Perpendicular to the vectors A, B and C are options given 0, 2. Option B is given -2, 2. Option C is given 7/2, 0. Option D is given 4, -2. So simple question. The values of x they are asking for which there is at least one non-zero vector perpendicular to the vector A, B and C, and they have given what they have given. They have given the vectors. Vector A is given also. Vector A is given I cap plus x j cap plus 2k cap. Option the vector B is given. I cap plus 2j cap plus x k cap. Option C is given, or not option C, this is vector C. Vector C is given 2 I cap plus j cap plus 3 k cap. They have given the vectors and they are asking the value of x. Okay, there is at least one non-zero vector perpendicular to the vector A, B, C. So this is the condition. Okay, when the product ABC will be 0. If it means ABC are coplanar, ABC are coplanar vectors. So we can write down for this, for find if any vector, any one vector, non-zero vector is perpendicular to the other vectors or to the vectors, then the condition is A dot B cross C, A dot B cross C should be 0. Okay, to satisfy this condition, this is called vector product. Okay? Or not what vector product. This is product of all the three vectors A dot B cross C. This should be 0. And how to find this A dot B cross C? How to find this A cross B cross C? By determinant method you can find. Okay, substitute the components of A, B, C in the determinant, and you will get the put equal to 0. Put equal to 0. You will get the value of x. So we will get 1 x 2, 1 2 x 2, 1 3. We will substitute here. Since any one vector is perpendicular, then this condition should satisfy A dot B cross C. A dot B cross C should be equal to 0. So for this, we used to write the components of A, B, C. We write. So 1 x and 2, 1 2x, 1 2x, and 2 1 3, 2 1 3, 2 1 3. This you know. Okay, this will be equal to 0. So solve this. This we can expand by any row, any column. So I will expand through first row. Take 1 and cancel this column, this row. What you will get? 3 2 is 6 minus x. 6 minus x you are getting. Then minus x. Cancel this column, this row. You will get 3 minus 2x. Okay. Again, cancel this column and this row, you will get 3 minus 2x plus 2 into. Cancel this column and this row, you will get 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is minus 3, equal to 0. Now you can solve this equation. 6 minus x minus 3 into x, 3x, minus minus plus 2 into x, 2x into x, 2x square, then minus 6 equal to 0. Minus 6 plus 6 cancel. What is left? 2x square minus x and minus 3x is minus 4x equal to 0. Take 2 common in. Put in the right hand side, it will become x square minus 2x equal to 0. So we will get two values of x. If you take x common, x into x minus 2 equal to 0. So one value is x equal to 0. Another value, if you put x minus 2 equal to 0, you will get x equal to 2. So the two values of x are 0, 2. So what will you get? This option is the correct. 0, 2 is the correct answer. 0, 2 is the correct answer. Okay, well, what is the condition for vectors to perpendicular? This A dot B cross C will be 0. A dot B cross C will be 0, and this you can find by the determinant method. This you can find by the determinant method. Okay. Then we'll see next question. We'll see. Consider the tangent. Question number 12. Consider the tangent. Consider the tangent lines to the circle. Tangent lines to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 1. So this is the equation of a circle at points p equal to 1 comma 0, p equal to 1 comma 0, p equal to 1 comma 0, and q 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. Okay. If R is the point of intersection, if R is the point of intersection point of intersection of these two tangent lines then angle PRQ they are asking is options here 5 by 6, option B is here 5 by 6, option C is here 5 by 4, option D is here 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. Okay. So consider the tangent lines to the circle. Means there are two tangent lines on the given circle. The given circle is x square plus y square equal to 1, and the tangents are drawn at point P, which is 1 comma 0, and another point Q is 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. This will be at x equal to y equal to x line. Okay, and this point is on the x-axis because it is 1 comma 0. If R is the point of intersection of these two line tangents, then what is the angle PRQ? We'll see the scenario. The circle equation is given. So this is circle. One circle equation is given. So we will draw the circle. Okay. On this y equal to x line, you will find point Q because point Q is given 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. So at this you can draw one tangent. This is the point Q. Okay, and point P is, since the radius is 1, so this is the point P. This is the point P, which is 1 comma 0, and this point Q is 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2. What they are asking? They are asking angle. This and this point of intersection is R, so they are asking angle PRQ. This angle they are asking, PRQ angle they are asking. So this angle will be equal to this reflection angle. Okay, this reflection angle. Okay. Since this point is passing through 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2, so this angle will be 45 degree. This angle will be 45 degree. Okay, and total angle is if this is 45, this will be 40. This is 90 degree. This will be 45. So this angle will be 45 degree. 45 degree. This is straight line. Okay, this is straight line. If you subtract 45 from this, what will you get? So the angle PRQ is 180 minus 45. That is 531. So 135. But they have given the angle in radians. So you can convert in radians 135 into pi upon 180. Pi upon 180. Okay. So you get 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. So 3 pi by 4 radians. This is a very simple question again. The equation of circle is given. X square plus y square equal to 1. So this is a circle with radius 1. So we'll draw a circle and origin at the center is at the origin because there is no other point given. So center is at the origin and the radius is 1. And the 2 points are given P and Q. P is 1 comma 0. We know that 1 comma 0 will lie on the x-axis. We will draw a tangent at P and Q. Q is given 1 comma 2, 1 comma 1 comma 2. So this will be on the line y equal to x line. Okay. This is the point. So at this point we will draw a tangent. The point of intersection of these two tangent is R. They are asking angle PRQ. So very simple. Since this is making 45 degree, this is making 45 degree because the points are x and y equal. X and y equal. So this is 45 degree. This is 45. This will be 45. The straight line makes 180 degree. 180 minus 45 is 135. So if you convert into radians, you will get, you have to multiply by pi by 180, pi by 180. So you will get 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. Correct answer is option D. 3 pi by 4. Okay. Then we'll see the next question. The function given by fx, question number 13. The function given by fx is equal to 2x cube minus 15x square plus 36x minus 5 is increasing on interval. Options are given. Options are writing here. Increasing on interval. Increasing on interval 0, 2. 0, 2. Then decreasing on the interval. Option B is given. Decreasing on interval. Decreasing on interval. Minus 3, 0. Minus 3, 0. Increasing on interval 2, 3. Increasing on interval 2, 3. Increasing on interval. Increasing on interval. Increasing on interval 2, 3. Then option D is there. Decreasing on interval 3, infinity. Decreasing on interval 3, infinity. So very simple question again. We have to find first differentiate. First differentiate the function fx and we will check the intervals. We will check if it is coming positive or negative. So first we will differentiate. Differentiation of fx is equal to 6x square minus 30x plus 36. So in this interval, if you take 6 common, x square minus 5x plus 6. So we can break this, or we can find the factors. Find the factors of this equation. You will get x minus 3 and x minus 2. So we can break this line if the number line can be break at 3 and 2, 3 parts, 3 equal parts. So let us consider 2 and here it will be 3. So there are 3 intervals, 1, 2 and 3. We will check. In this interval, if you are taking any value greater than 3, any value greater than 3 if you are taking, x greater than 3 if you are taking, you are getting f dash x positive. F dash x is positive. Okay. If you are taking lesser value, if you are taking x less than 2, then f dash x is greater than 2. Okay. If x you are taking lesser than 2, then f dash is greater than 0. So in this interval, 0 to 2, 0 to 2 means 2 to infinity. In this interval, the function will be increasing. In this interval, the function will be increasing. Others, the function is decreasing. Okay. So we'll check the intervals they have given. We'll check in the interval from, since this interval is coming 0, 2 is in coming in, infinity means infinity to 2 only. So the correct option will be this one, increasing on the interval 0, 2. So the time is up now. We'll see the other questions and physics questions in the next class. The students who are interested to go for research, they can practice in our academy, RGR Academy. We are providing the good teachers for this exam preparation. All the best. Thank you. That was now right now.